It's Mira TV here. Let's do the Mira dance. Dun, 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 dun. Come on, everybody. Let's get to why we're here. Have you ever seen somebody take over a best friend's girlfriend or boyfriend, wife or husband? Or have you taken somebody's boyfriend or husband or girlfriend? Or if you haven't seen, you haven't heard, there must have been a situation where you've come across. How did you feel? Do you think it was really a good idea for one of the partner to take over? Do you agree to the excuses that they told you about as to why they're doing what they're doing? So today, everybody, we want to look into it and say, why would people do that to people? Why would you hurt a sister? Why would you hurt a brother? If you love somebody that much, you will not do the things that will hurt them. If somebody is your friend, somebody is your best friend, somebody that you do things together, you share a lot together, you wouldn't do anything to hurt their emotional being. If we are all God's creatures and have all been created by God, He loves us so much that He created us. Yet, we go about ripping things from our own brothers and sisters. How would that be if you were God? How will you feel? So today's topic is, why do people take away or convince their partners, the partners of their friends, to love them? Why do you take away your friend's boyfriend, your friend's wife, your friend's girlfriend, your friend's husband? Why will you do that to them? That's what we're going to look into. And then we're going to look into what are the causes. Because we get to see this more often. Every day we get to see this. Why do people do that? Right? So today we're going to look like, first, it's out of jealousy. We will always do things and say, oh, the devil, I don't know what came over me. It's out of jealousy. You have seen your friend progressing. You know, your friend is, oh, we had this. My boyfriend bought this for me yesterday. My boyfriend took me into a hotel. He has planned a trip. We're going on vacation. We are celebrating this for Valentine's Day. We are doing this. We are buying this. He bought me this iPhone 16. He's rented my house. He's paid. He bought me a car. By the time we start seeing all those things, please, if you're joining, just say hello and share if you can. As people, when you see your friend sharing all those things out of happiness, we start thinking, we allow the devil to come in, and before we know, we start scheming. How can we do so that we are the people receiving all those things? Instead of saying, oh my goodness, you are so lucky, please pray. I am praying that God should bless me with my own boyfriend that will be providing these things. I'm praying that God should bless me with a kind-hearted husband too. I'm praying that God should give me a wife that is this caring just like your wife. A girlfriend that is this loving just like your own. A girlfriend that is just beautiful that will suit my needs. I pray. Tap your own blessings from your friends. Don't be a hindrance to your friend's success. Because in case as you're being a hindrance to your own friend's success, you are also being a hindrance to your own success. As you're trying to destroy your friend's glory, you are also destroying your own glory. You see? So jealousy. And when you're caught, you say, oh, the devil, I don't want to know what came over me. Hey, pleasure. You came over yourself. You allowed jealousy to take control of you. And you did the things that are not worth hearing. There's this story. This guy had been abroad in UK, to be specific, and had a best friend, and was always sending the best friend to go buy this and go give my girl, go buy this and go pay their rent, go. I don't know why he wouldn't do it directly with the girlfriend. He trusted the friend, that the friend can look over his girlfriend, fiancé. But guess what? The guy, seeing how the boy was catering for the fiancé, started being jealous. And you know what he did? He went and told the girl that your boyfriend is into bad business, like, bad business, dealing with drugs and other things, and he has been locked in prison for life imprisonment. So I am the one who have been providing you with all these things. And when the boy would just call, the girl would just, and so you have to choose whether you like the boy or you want me to continue taking care of you. And you know how girls, at times we are so materialistic. We have given our mind to things and not holding our peace, to be patient, to wait for that thing. Hi, Lydia. To wait for that thing, for that person that you truly love. This girl was swept off her feet. And each time the boyfriend gives the things, he takes and brings and says, oh, I'm the one giving you this. I'm transferring you money. And the girl, like, if somebody's in prison, I'm not going to wait for him. For how long am I going to wait for him? And before you know it, the girl got pregnant. So the guy was coming back from UK with all excitement and wanting to surprise his girl. And came to his greatest surprise. He went and called the girl, and the girl came out with a 7 months pregnancy. If you are the guy, what will you do? That is just an example of a friend that you trusted. That's what friends are to you. Some friends, a friend who start to paint your girl black. I've seen a situation where the guy has been like, oh, that my girl, that my baby, she's so kind, she's so beautiful, that my baby, I wouldn't have done anything without that girl. She's the best woman I've ever seen. And guess what? The boyfriend to that boy went and started to chat that girl. But the girl wouldn't accept. Then, because the girl did not accept, the boy now went and started saying that your girl is a very cheap girl. Everybody has got something to do with her. Just so you know, it's not a good girl. Why? The guy is painting that girl black because he has not been successful to get through. And because the guy has been like singing praises about the girl so much that he got jealous. So jealousy is a sin. Jealousy is nobody's friend. Jealousy comes to destroy and steal like the devil. It takes control of you, and you don't see that any other person should possess that thing that they have. Neither the relationship, nor the benefits that come from there. And you say, it has to be me. I want that relationship. No other person wants that relationship. So you see, never allow yourself to be taken over by jealousy. And we have to be so mindful. Don't trust our friends 99%. Trust your friend 50%. Understand that your friend is a human being. And with the thoughts of the day, anything can swing your friend to a different side. Understand that your friend can mean well for you from the beginning. And with time, they see that you're progressing more than they are. They see that you're achieving, moving mountains, and they're still marking time, forgetting that there is time for everyone to succeed. Just wait for your time. Your friend can already be succeeding. Be patient. Wait for your own time. It's not a matter of do or die. It's a process. It's a process. Wait for your time. So what are we learning today? we're learning that we shouldn't share all the good things, all the things that comes our way from our relationship with our friends. Share just a 1/10 of it and save the rest for yourself. Because the more you share, the more they're gonna get jealous and feel like they should be the one having what you have. And before you know it, they start allowing the devil to use them. So always be mindful. Some they get jealous, some they take over your relationship because they are insecure. You know that friend that you have, some people want to be in the friendship that you always rush to them for help, you always rush to them, and if they are always been your go-to person, hey friend, I need this, I need to go there, I am short of this, and they always give. They like to have the desire, the pleasure to be the one giving and taking the thank you. But when they see that, no, you're not coming to them anymore to ask, oh, can I wear your shoes for an outing? I have somewhere to go. Can I use your bike? Can I take your handbag to go out? Can I wear your suit? Can I wear your blazer to go see my friend? When they wait and see that you're not coming to them again to request, to beg for those things, they want to be on the providing end and you'll be at the begging end. But when they see that you've got past that area and you are now a guy on your own, doing your own thing, you're now a girl on your own, they start to feel like this is not okay. This is not happening. She should be coming to me to beg. He should be asking things to me. I should be the one giving. They feel like that attention that you used to give and worship them, and you say, oh, this is my best boy. What would I have done without my best friend? My best friend will always stand out for me, sit for me, provide for me. I rush to him or her at any time. When they don't get those praises, they don't get those, you showering them with that love attention, it looks like your love, your concentration is focused somewhere. They are not happy. And like, oh, so this one is the person now taking his attention and he doesn't care about me like before. Now, I'm gonna take over that thing that is making him or her refocusing on them and not me. And you know what? They start scheming. What do I do to destroy this relationship? Maybe I take over this relationship. Before you know, they figure out a way how they're going to take your partner. Before you know, they have already learned your partner and he or she has changed and is now following them. And you will wonder, how did this happen? My best friend with my wife, my best friend with my husband, my best friend with my fiancé, my best friend with my fiancé. How did this happen? Whereas that is all that happened. So we gotta stop to be oversharing our information, our goodies, our happy moments. Restrict them, reduce them, share 1/10. We got to know how to understand our friends who are wanting to feel special. Learn that when you have the other ones. Learn and set boundaries to know how to relate with your friends. So some don't feel left out. And let them understand that this is where this relationship ends. Because I have somebody else that I do this with. So they know the boundaries. And don't feel left alone when you are focusing on your other relationship. Right? You will think that, and some people have narcissistic behaviors. A narcissistic person never let go. They always scheme to have you down. So you have to be mindful and know how you create and separate your relationship from friendship. It's not everything that when you sleep in bed or you're in the room and you discuss with your fiancé that you should share with your friends. It's not everything that you discuss with your husband or your wife that you go about sharing. My wife said that. This is what we were thinking, and this is what my wife said. Oh no, my husband said that. Oh, I have the best husband. He provides this, he does this, he's taking me on a trip. You don't say all of that because you don't need somebody who's gonna be jealous of you and take over your partner. You know better. You got to guard and protect what you love to the best of your ability. Most of the time we say, oh, she took him away from me. Oh, he took her away from me. When we contributed 50% of that taking. The devil might have used them. But we directly or indirectly instigated that without even knowing. Let's stop being too oversharing people. Because we care about our relationship. Now, how can we now do to prevent this or protect this so that we've learned our lessons from other people? We've learned our lessons. A man, a woman will work so hard, support the fiancé to travel out. She even got pregnant and was looking after the baby alone while the husband traveled out. But to the surprise of that lady, the husband came back, the fiancé came back and went back to her best friend. Forgetting about the baby, forgetting about everything, and all he could say is, life happens. Like seriously, life happens. You dumped that person who was there for you, who knew how it all started, who supported you to be a good man, to arrive, to achieve something. You love that man to the best friend. You being the best friend who is taking over your best friend's fiancé. What do you think? What are you thinking? You say, oh, you didn't know how to keep a man. Now I have him because I know how to keep a man. I know how to care for. I've seen a situation. It doesn't end with you and your girlfriend or your best friend. It goes generationally. I've seen a situation where a girlfriend took over the friend's fiancé. And guess what happened? The fiancé later got married and have a boy or child. And the one who took over the husband had a girl child. They were in different provinces, different areas, different cities. And guess what? Karma is something that goes round. The world is so small. The two children grew up. And guess what? Fell in love and even have a baby. So it did not end because it took my girlfriend. It went as far as children and it started going. And when they were coming to come and pay the bride price of the girl, to the surprise of the woman, she came and met her best friend who took her husband. And the husband, the fiancé at the time had already passed. And she was now struggling. And guess what? That woman said, sorry, you cannot marry my son. Will you think that she's right or it's not right? Now your children are suffering something that they knew nothing about. Always remember that whatever you do today and think that it not affect it, if it misses to affect you, it will affect your children or your children's children. It will come back. What you did years ago and put yourself as a champion. I know how to keep a wife. I know how to keep a husband. You're my best friend, but you don't know how to keep your fiancé, so I took over. He came to me. I didn't go to him. when you use those strategies and show the green light and use mystical powers to take over something from your friend, what do you think you are doing? Karma is real. That's one thing I want you to remember. Karma is real. It doesn't matter how long it takes, but let me tell you, karma is real and it will come back to bite you when it's time to do so. It can be your children, it can be your children's children, but it will come back. So why not live a life that you will be so proud of? That even when you're gone, your generation will say, I had a great grandmother who was amazing. I had a great granddad who was so good, hardworking. Don't want people to lament and regret having you as their relation. So this is our short talk for today, that we stay out. If that temptation is coming, tell that temptation, mine is coming and it's gonna be better. Don't always think that it's always green on the other side of the fence, because you may go there and it will not be green. Maybe your friend is even sharing false information because they just want you to feel their relationship is going well. There's nothing there to reckon about. So don't always think and allow the devil to use you to take over your best friend's friend. Anybody, if your friend even dated and loved them, you cannot date them. If your friend even married and loved them, you cannot marry them, because you cherish what you share as a relationship with your friend. Set boundaries in life so that you avoid issues. And remember, your friend is like you. It's like your sister. And if somebody is a sister to you, you won't take what they cherish and love. And if your friend is like a brother to you, you won't take what makes him happy because you feel you can do better. It's not a competition. It's not about you know how to do it. It's about respecting love, relationships, emotions, and boundaries. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment if you can, if you watch later, and share. Thank you for always being there, and subscribe if you can. And we will continue to make the world a better place. See you in my next video. See you guys in my next video.